Journey of Clive, let's keep going and finish these bloody side quests.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid, Here. What an amazing specimen. When I successfully graft this to the Morgan...
Wow, they just suddenly grew, no animation whatsoever.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield...
I'm glad I could be of it.
You've not only helped us, Sid. Do you recall the extract with which I took a moment to distill some more? But this time, with the petals, you must accept this phial as thanks.
So many damn side quests, bro.
Kicked out already?
No.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little... Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise. I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. No.
All right.
Holy shit.
Justice.
Blackthorn knows business, bro.
Don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch.
So Blackthorn gets the door open to this place, huh?
Much obliged.
So this is Drav. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people.
Hey, you ain't backing out now.
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge...
All right.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck.
wonder why Blackthorn and Zoltan fell out.
Our master always liked to keep an eye on the village. That's why he built his forge up on the hill.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Would you like to see my wares? Farewell, traveller.
Farewell, traveller. Farewell, traveller. Whatever you say, woman.
Never in all my long years have things been as bad as they are now. Without magic to feed the furnaces, we're doomed.
Sorry, but if none of you lot can smell ore anymore... What's the point of mining this shit?
Miners only. Can't have you tripping headfirst into a pile and bringing the old place.
No treasure in this bloody blacksmith place? What a drag.
Watch it, stranger. There's a fort up ahead. Take a look if you want, but slip and you won't be coming back.
I can come back, don't you worry about me. See, I can make my way back, you little shit.
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Mama, why hasn't Papa...
That's what guy killed your little papa, that's why he's not gonna come back. Ain't that a little bit too... what you call this? Man, I'm lost for words right now. There's just bloody dogs, no cats. I've never seen no cat in Palestia. Or maybe I have, I just didn't notice. Oh yeah, there are big ass cats, like curls, but no small regular cats. Yeah, you get those ugly looking dogs, and then you got the good looking dog like Torgal, who is technically a wolf, but no domesticated cats anywhere.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the Chi.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out.
before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gate.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystal.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, that prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here.
All right.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. That will be ruined. It's no use. The flames just aren't hot enough.
A bunch of them do it at once.
And this game is very limited. You can't jump anywhere. You can't jump everywhere, is what I meant to say.
How are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yeah.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what, if we're to help, what turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk, and the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats, and bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road, until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces...
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest, and you'd be throwing it away?
All right. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing...
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skins.
I just killed one.
For the bellows and nothing else will withstand it. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Why does it have to be in the fields of Karova? Couldn't it be here?
This is no time to ride. Ambrosia won't help me here.
If none of you lot can smell
Not here. Ambrosia won't help me here. This is no time to ride. No use calling Ambrosia now.
And there's a bloody salamander here. Will it respawn? It will. Yes, it did respawn. You see? You had to travel all the way over there. Bloody hell. Blackthorn.
Ready, go?
You deserve a rest.
Oh, it actually killed the antelopes. Oh, formidable enemy.
dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows. Let's go. Run like the wind.
That's it!
Time to fight. Be safe.
There's the big ass cat. There's the big ass cat.
Ambrosia. Ha!
The combination is so satisfying. Well, until you get Odin, that is.
What's this all about then?
Good news, Clive. When I told people we'd be building them a new furnace, they were practically falling over themselves to help. Talk about changing their tune, eh?
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravozd is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our fort. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. But is it any wonder I hate it?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all these things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us?
See that you both do.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for... He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge. So I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit. No sense you waiting around anyway.
When did you get so big?
Get it, boy!
How would I be without you?
Fetch! See? The thing here blows air through the coals, and the faster the flow, the hotter the flame. It's that simple.
And
these things are going to take some getting used to.
Cole said it was an army of Akasha.
Will you be heading back to Canberra soon?
Let's go on then. They're all waiting for you.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. You earned this. All done?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today. What subject shall we consider today?
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, the whole village turned out for a go on the ballot. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see I'd...
Oh, but that reminds me.
old cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're
Bloody
sure
Blackthorn.
I'm sure.
Drama king,
Didn't
bro.
say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, there's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness. But if that helps save even a single life, what was it you said he called me? Huh? Sounds like I better get to work.
It's good to see you back on form.
I don't know how you pair put up with me, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Diggy.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition should be good.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygone. No use grumbling about it now. Blackthorn's happy. Or isn't it?
What, you got a crush on him, August? Seriously, just tell Blackthorn that you fucking love him, bro.
Yep. Not saying Fordian, do you? And how am I meant to do that then? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Anything else?
My Lord Marquis, that some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there.
It's true.
I actually had to talk to this dude.
When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but...
Oscar.
But my training is not yet complete.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters. Rebuild her home.
Thank you. I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to this tomb. But as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promised.
Yeah, sure thing, Oscar.
Right, Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Enjoi is one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must?
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Five-man party, really? Let's go, Akashic. Yes, here comes the Akashic.
Here they come.
Woo! Oh, five-man party! Oh, hell yeah!
Needs every moment we can give her.
Behind me, Lord Blissfield. I'll take care of these fuckers.
Behind you? I'll have you know, Earthquake here once struck fear into the heart of every man in the Twins. thought you said that ship was fast!
But you didn't screw it, well, that takes time! So if you fancy giving us a push, you lay in the old sack of gas.
Oh? I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on, then! Which of you lot fancies meeting ogre killer cats?
I thought it was called Heartbreaker.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain?
Clive?
Who is it? Oh god, he's still alive, huh? Okay then.
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Alright, let's go.
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield?
My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Those are my eyes. No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through an Odin's veins. These foes will not fall easily, but they will fall.
Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a gun.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards.
Okay, let's do the lot! ship!
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
Nice shoulder tackle, Uncle. Nice one. Nice roll, Uncle. That tushy of yours got hurt, huh? Use Garuda's arm, bro. Oh, really? It's like an Uncharted moment right there. Enterprise escape, what the freak?
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine.
There we go.
Since
Bye
you
bye,
rose from the
Uncle.
grave, my fortunes have plummeted. You're absolutely certain of this quest of yours?
Your virgins plummeted. You guys go home,
The
Uncle.
foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, Take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
Oh god. Oh. Don't fall over now, Byron. Oh god, he's always as goofy as ever.
Cheerio!
Manually, really? Poor Uncle Byron.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Oh god, it's him. It's Prince Dion. With his staff. Where did he get his spear from?
Greek of mercy.
Sandbreck is dead. Sandbreck is no longer.
All this. What have I done?
My lord.
Red and black sails. Are we a pirate crew?
But any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the night. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
86. Alright, we're back to rock and roll. Let's go.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye. Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Okay, the graphics looks exponentially better here. But man, the graphics is inconsistent with this game. Oh, he's fully armored. Oh boy, he's serious.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating.
Is half priming, or is he fully priming? Oh god. Oh, he's just half priming.
But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Rico's gosh!
God damn. That was a quick maneuver from the Enterprise.
On a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
He's fully priming now. He's floating in midair. All aboard, we're a bunch of pirates now.
I'll find her.
Oh, half priming Phoenix right there. Oh boy. Can Joshua handle him?
Where did you hide her?
This one. Get him. This one. Get him. This one.
As long as you don't fight.
You're all going to die. this land.
Jill!
You came.
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Stand still. Stand really. Oh boy.
Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
Oh shit, he's priming, full prime. And you gotta like half prime Phoenix.
In earnest then.
God damn, can you defend? Can you defend Phoenix? Oh damn! He deflected it, bro. Oh my god! He split the sea in half. Dear, 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 wow, wow, wow. Dear, 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 wow, wow, wow. Oh boy, down here you are. Is it gonna fall? It's gonna fall, right? Oh dear. Oh my, it's falling, it's falling. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. Let's go, Jill and Clive. What happened? Oh, what's going on? Jump, you idiots! What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! He split. Is this taken from the Pirates of the Caribbean 6 movie? Unbelievable.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance,
Shove it.
there's a choice.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Half prime. There we go. There we go.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty.
This one, too slow.
There's more! Over here! In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking.
This one.
All this fire and fury, for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our fates in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Defend yourself. I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other ways of persuasion that might.
Over here!
Mantle you've been given.
Holy shit, am I gonna die right now? Am I gonna die right now? Oh, was that supposed to happen? cat.
You
Damn.
would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
I told you to get away, Jill. You idiot.
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become.
Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
God damn. Clive vested. And here you are, escape, and then Clive vested. Like, so that was supposed to happen, huh?
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill.
Oh boy, here we go.
We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master.
I thought she had a glove on because she had blackened state on her arm, but
Do that.
she looks alright.
The Clive I know would never do that.
Sid had the glove on his right hand too. That's where the blighting on people began, by using icons and being bearers.
I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Great voice acting, by the way.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving. Provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So
Give me your power. Yeah, go on, Shiva. Give me your power.
what you need to protect us all.
There we go. My eyes are up here, Clive.
Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
They're naked because they're wet. They got wet from. Oh boy.
Give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me.
Okay, will he get hurt after? Will he go, ah? Nothing? Okay.
If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill.
Dear, wow, wow, wow.
We will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Oh, dear, wow, wow, wow. Dear. Here we go. God damn. This is one of them. Oh my god damn. It's getting spicy. It's getting hot in here, you know what I'm saying? What's with that red star? What is that red star up there, bro? That one tiny red star in Valistia. There's the Enterprise, still solid. There was no damage from Bloody Phoenix's fire. It's like there's no friendly fire or something.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Oh god, this place is full of blight. Nothing, it's all death and decay in here. TDD, well, here we go. Going back home, let's go. Time to rest and relax, let's go. Rest and relax. Rescue mission has been done. Oh, already to Odo.
Says Odin split the sea in two. She's but as tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Enjoi, she was in urgent need of repair. And we're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, place.
Show me a city where that isn't true.
We're running out of time, but we've done our best to shore up their hideaway. Still.
Let's hope so.
More hunts, let's go. Ooh, cold snap. I like that.
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
You need anything? Just ask. We might not have resources, but resourcefulness, we've got it in spades. Through
What will it be today? Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Of course. Here's the latest information I have. Thus ends today's lesson.
Clive, quick look.
Always something in there.
Seriously, August, what now?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there, are spewing at each...
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple... If something ain't done soon...
I won't let that...
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well...
How was she? With Canva in the hands of a cat.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing a nut. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top that, let's just say it gets very blimmin'. Only mithril engines get hotter. Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any. And I hear you want.
If it's for the good of the hide.
Oh.
So.
We've got a couple of examples.
More fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helm. And what's more, they're directional. Transferring heat from the inside to. We've collected as many as we can. And I know where we can get the rest.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echo?
That's it, and we're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmek.
All right then.
Jeez. Seriously, you're sending me through the whole goddamn continent, bro. Man, shut your ass up. Sends me through the whole goddamn continent. What a little bitch, bro.
Come back.
Oh, Yote's here. I didn't know that.
Don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Yep. Yeah. The weight of all that. Clever girl, that one. So, what'll it be? Should last you a good while. Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. And how am I meant to do that then?
Is there out you need? Be careful out there.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Ffxvi. But as soon as
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me.
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She's at my job, actually. When she heard what the mission was...
Did she?
Following up on some new once they'd settled in. The bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by... I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Clive, anything catch your eye?
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago. Those things I said before.
Oh, my wards and I may soon...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second, not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with Northrop?
He wants to transform it into a foundation upon which to build a new Sam. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants.
He would rob the populace to pay for...
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly.
What does Captain Philippe make of it? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? By speaking out against one of the most... A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe given the mood around town. Mutiny may yet be...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf for your services to Northreach? You have the respect, and unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from... Well?
I'll see what I can...
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Orif? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their home.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your... Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison, and I shall... But tell me, is it...
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a strong...
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison, yet you needn't be. Pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they who...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed, which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the Plans are all soon enough. These thralls shall learn that they are...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, one whose authority is beyond... That is why this levy is necessary, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and... And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have...
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to...
Without an empire, there are no...
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, sir.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there?
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. And now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threatening if the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'll be straight through that check.
I've been hearing a lot of talk.
Nothing good, old. Going around acting like he... And with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather she was in...
As far as I'm concerned. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Orif...
I heard the dame got an eye concert with the man.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Orif?
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you got... If he thinks his name and his will do whatever. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
All yours, Farewell.
one's first. Now to find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
I got peppers to numb your tongue up.
But there were ghosts at the gates, not Daisy. Those things I said before.
Excuse me, I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts.
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another...
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their...
You're the one who was talking to...
On the Dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town, or if the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need.
I left everything in the capital.
As long as you remain, the
Sabine,
veil...
you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to... Do you think that's a good...
It's not for me. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me up... Look, no one likes all these tax... Once Sandbreak is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Sir, thank you for that. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what... Well, duty calls. Thanks again.
Mutiny? Oh dear.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Were you able to speak?
I was.
Well, it will certainly help to hold back the though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople. They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. And I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their... and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as... Had I sworn to protect Sambrak? I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it. Thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realised what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will, but I'm certain they're not finished with it. And when they do come back, we need to stand together. With you to lead us, milady. I reckon it was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you...
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our attentions to the true... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together...
Oh dear,
what
a simp.
the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town. I fear His Eminence has loft...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke. In the stubborn, but I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
What does Bok lad want of me now?
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract... But I still have much and more to prepare. You couldn't do me a quick favor.
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until they find out exactly how much faster I need to get...
All right.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is... I know, but no buts about it.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from the talks with the Republican Army. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium, and though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army...
And you had no opportunity to make a counter?
None at all.
El? What's... I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearer. How did the Consortium even find out about it?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be few. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me. Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has... She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but...
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should... So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure. You go to Randala and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randala, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
What I wouldn't give for a hot...
When are they gonna let us through?
Yes!
And another!
What the hell is that big ass owl? God damn.
That's it!
You deserve a rest. I hope I didn't keep... Did you arrange to speak with the
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the... We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the... It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you, and so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise. The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. Even given their... That's what you get when you deal with continent.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is... They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard.
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little... And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
She does not sound happy.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But he was right. Yes, the Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bears. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Rand.
So you know...
No. I entertained the consortiums, but I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers up, they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them.
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can. They need help, and...
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there.
Oh, or else save Theo's ass. A dragon, really? I thought they fixed this place up. Nope, it still looks like trash.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village. We just have to pray
I can do better than that. No use calling Ambrosia now.
God damn, they got annihilated by that mega flame.
Don't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Well, that Akashic dragon is here after all.
It's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Theodore, you had me worried for...
God damn, what's happening? Oh, fuck. God damn it.
We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
Oh shit, really? We don't need this.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Well. He's ready. Oh shit. What the hell is he gonna do now?
Sister. Theodore. Wait. Goodbye. Oh.
He's gonna kill himself. There we go.
Thank you, Clive.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone, because I sent him to that place.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great traders, and I was chosen to inherit the family. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed and devoted myself to the family. But I have never regretted that being with my brother meant more to me than tradition. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in our... He was never a burden. If anything...
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. It was so we could be together. Oh, Theo. Why did you have to...
Oh, god damn. This was a side quest. God damn. Quest complete. There we go.
I know Theo wanted me to move on. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do. And bringing smiles to people's faces and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Claire. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Level up, baby.
Lord Rosfield. Is there...
Perhaps. My brothers, have you learned anything of note?
Little and less, I regret to...
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not... Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner.
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civil, as if protecting the secrets.
Secrets we'd see, Anna.
Should our methods be of interest, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Sir, perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary... If you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure...
All right.
They will be most... Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
A village built around an airship.
Oh, you're here.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer... Swing a sword.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out... Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their...
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
Then your idea of an apology. Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, he left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, but... Bloody stupid tradition in mine. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and... But our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't...
So you wasted half of mine and...
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote... I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bicker. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose short enough on time as it... Still... Give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to...
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
You,
We can't afford to...
Right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and... Blackthorn?
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight it.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade. No heroic last stands, you hear me?
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravost till I get...
Leave it to me, and...
Bloody August. Oh, is that all you have to give me? Big ass. Oh, okay, there's a lot of them.
Alright. Which one of you's first? Nice try.
Big boy, come on. Big boy, come on. Let's go. Big boy. There we go. Big boy. Whoa, what the hell is that? That's a chimera. Oh, god damn. Damn, that's the first time I've seen whatever this thing is. Chimera, bro.
Not getting past me.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall, but we got the bastard.
Good. Oh, you do know?
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later.
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmare. But mostly...
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will...
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, it's no less... We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defense...
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you for...
Too bloody right you shouldn't. I always... envied you. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you, and from that day on I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. Something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish. It's not about the craft. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead the average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as I can. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means...
That's a kind offer. Kinder than... There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Blackthorn. I never thought I'd see the day.
Oh, they kissed and made up that easy, huh?
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far... Designs for a certain sword have been part...
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to own an edge. Odin will be proud. But the engravings on that thing, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravostin? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. Between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right.
God damn.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravos to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
I'll get him back to the hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
The beast was charging at me.
Thank you for your help, Sid. I don't know if we could have done it without you.
You and your friends saved Dravos twice over.
Come on.
Yeah! Ha!
You deserve a rest.
How the hell are we gonna make our way there? They still blocking the place. That was brutal. Aha! There's a pathway here, is there? That's no longer blocked? Oh, so that's where we're supposed to go. That's what he said. Now let's do some more side quests, shall we? Yes. Yes, we shall. Freaking A.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. Straight home now. This one. All yours, Tom. One to go. Come on. Straight home now. This one. Get him. It's over. Time to fight. This one.
Overkill much. That was badass. That was badass. Did you not see that?
Enough.
Badassery right there. That wasn't much of a challenge. Just a coral, that's it.
Nice try. It's over.
Once that is done, that'll be all for today's episode. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, see you in the next one, yeah? So much bloody things to do, bro. Now we have to go to sleep for now, yeah? Thanks for watching, as always, guys.